The moment of truth is here again. One of my followers left me a message. He asked this question: due to the recent behavior of Iluyomades and Adeboye and RCCG in general, this man asked me a question: are you sure I won't join the Islamic world? Looks like this, because the church is really disappointing these days. And many of us responded to this man. And is he a man or a woman? And I will also respond again to this guy. Maybe this one will help him and others as well, he or she. Some people have responded, they advise him to know his God for himself and all that. But let me read this out. I will also post it there for you to read for yourself. I've always been telling you that these men, they are just businessmen and women. And that's what we have seen now with our own eyes. We've witnessed it. Because I don't see why they be fighting over Trinity Tower. You will go, I will not go, your son will not be there, my son will be there. It's all rubbish. It's too petty, it's still childish for my liking anyway, and for everyone's liking. Anyway, so this person rules. This will prove to you that it is not miracle we need, but common sense and investment in ourselves. Paisley School for the Blind, Surulere, Lagos, established 1962. Number of visits by men of God who had come to pray for the blind students. It was over 5,000. Can you imagine? Number of students actually cured from blindness through their prayers, 0. National Orthopedic Hospital, Igbobi, Lagos, established 1945. It has 450 beds, which have always been filled to capacity. Number of bones resets or limbs regrown through miracles, 0. Lagos Highland General Hospital is the first to be established in Nigeria in 1893. It has a fully functional mortuary since records began. Just before Nigeria gained independence, number of people raised from the dead by any man of God, spiritually or otherwise, 0. They were all telling lies. That one that said his handkerchief has raised 4 dead when his own son died, he could not raise him. That's enough. That alone is enough for all these people calling themselves Redeemer to know that Adeboye is just fake, a liar, and I don't know what else to say, because they will come here to cry now. Anyway, there are variable, well-documented facts. The reason why miracles have not been recorded in these mentioned places is because they keep before and after records. And also, the patients are really blind, actually disabled, and confirmed dead. Statistics don't lie. Reality don't deceive. And that's why I'm doing all these videos. So, it's a record. In 20 years' time, 30 years' time, people will still be watching it, if you don't know. So, if I may ask the religiously overdosed simpletons reading this, are you not bothered that your intelligence is being ridiculed by all these unverified, unconfirmed miracles happening to other people in churches, crusades, and other stage-managed religious gatherings. The recipients of these so-called miracles are people who you don't know their actual identity or where they live or the real verified nature of their ailments or any documented proofs etc etc etc. That one, another clone, David Ogweli, he said he raised 13. Hey! 13 people back to life. He said he raised 13 people back to life in 2023 alone, and people believed him. And I'm like, what's wrong with Nigerians' brains? And when you talk, don't talk to man and girl. They are anointed zero. They are anointed zero. They are anointed liar. I have heard several times, why are these miracles only happening in Africa? Are we really this dumb as a people? The late Rene Bonke spent 50 years raising dead people back to life in Africa. He did not raise a single dead body in his country, Germany, or in the whole of Europe and America. Not a single one. Is it only Africans that can be raised from the dead? Because they know that Africans can be easily deceived. So that's why they come here, and the white people are just mocking us, laughing at us. And when you're trying to correct them, it doesn't work like this. We live here, we live in Europe. No, they will insult you. Anyways, whether I talk or not, people who wear okrika clothes to church today will still drop money for pastors who wears Armani suit. Hey, people who are struggling to pay rent we still drop money for pastors who own mansions. People who struggle to pay school fees, we drop money for pastors who own schools. People whose kids can't sleep at night because of mosquitoes, we still drop money for pastors whose kids are living abroad. People who struggle to pay for Uber, we still drop money for pastors who own fleets of expensive cars. People whose old parents are living in relative lack, poverty, and suffering, we still be shouting, "Tithe is working for me," because they blinded their eyes, their brain altogether. Then later, they will start disturbing their friends and families for financial assistance, while their religious leaders, their religious dealers, leaders, control billions of different currencies. How can people be so comfortable with being so gullible? Religiously overdosed people are actually proud about the fact that they are being scammed, swindled, and taken for a ride. They will even ask you, is it your money? Let's face it, it's easier to fool most people than to convince them that they have been fooled. But they can only fool themselves. They cannot fool reality. I understand the situation in the country. Things are hard. People turn to help from above, mostly because they are helpless, hopeless. Yes, religion gives you hope. Yes, I know. But when you pay for this hope, it is no longer from any God. That's why I keep telling them. Anyone that pray for you and you have to sow seed, that's not God. And it is not genuine. Yes, thank you. The only ones who got richer in that arrangement are the middlemen collecting the payments on behalf of whatever God. That is just your pastor's job. You are just their side hustle. And Abuja pastor even said, your destiny is tied to your pastor. Hey, even Funke Felix Adeboye said that is your mouthpiece, is your middle woman. He will take your request to God. That woman, she's suffering now. If you see her now, because all of them, hey, they will pay for their evils. What they are doing to humanity, what they are doing to the images of God. They will pay. The people that God died for on the cross at Calvary, and they are treating them like this. All of them will pay. Can you imagine what happens if the pastor dies before you? Your destiny will be buried with him. God Almighty. A whole destiny tied to just one man. That's why Adeboye was telling them they should have one father. He is the only father. Nobody should have any other father. Millions of people, 1.3 million, following only him. They should bow to only him. Imagine. And the people are still fighting for a man like this. A man that is supposed to. Don't let me say what is in my mind. Anyway, let's read on. And you read it for yourself as well. But most people, most pastors don't only fleece you of the little hard-earned money you have. They also make a concerted effort to control your entire existence. That's true. They tell you how to dress, how to look, what to eat. That's Kumuyi, Mr. Holiness. But he came back now. Say he will change some things. Who asked you? Who asked you? Who asked you to put people in bondage in the first place? He said he will change it now because he's nearing his grave. Anyway, let me read on. When to fast and pray. When to marry. Who to marry. A lot of people in deeper life are married till today. Most of them are in their old age because you have to marry from deeper life. So the women they want to marry, they are from other churches. Pastor says no, they cannot marry, and they stay put. The men they want to marry from the other churches. Pastor says no, you cannot do that, and they stay put. When he comes to his own son say, who are you talking to? His own son use one leg, he put him. You go and sit down in one place. The boy go and marry whoever I wanted to marry. And the mumu, they are there, they are still single. In their 80s, in their 70s, in their 60s, in their 40s, they are still there in deeper life, single, see their lives. But Kumuyi will pay. I keep saying all these things. They be raining curses on themselves. And since they be raining curses, they make an attempt to kill me and all that. Everything return to their own heads because God knows I'm telling the truth. I'm trying to set them free. They're calling me all sorts of names. Anyway, who to associate with, what jobs to do, when to work, what to do with your money. I will not see you in heaven. If you don't give me money to build the churches, you will not make heaven. He started crying. All of them started crying. Throw your children away. All your mansions. Go and sell it. Go work go use it for God. It's all lies. I keep telling them, it's all lies. Now, the same Kumuyi is telling them now that the building will not be raptured. We should feed people. But he has done that many years back, and he has destroyed a lot of lives, a lot of destiny. Those buildings are there now. Most of these people now, they are in their grave now, their early grave, because of pressure. Pressure all these pastors are putting on people. This what happened to Wigwe should be a lesson for everybody. Lesson for everybody. The house, the edifice that he spent his money to build and everything, they are fighting over it now. Even while he's still they can't even find their bones. They can't even find anything from their remains to bury. Very painful. And these people are doing lavish party. And we are talking about it. And they are running after the bloggers, running after everybody. Siju, you cannot win. No. Iluyomade, you cannot win by fighting bloggers. So you cannot fight the journalists. So if you see what they are digging, you will just aggravate them to be digging up more stuff. They'll be digging it up about you and your husband. All your dirtiness, they bring it out. People are talking now. They say it's even Pastor Esco Mfon that started City of David. And all of you want to die over it. And where is the person that started it? He's in his grave. His early grave now. He too is in his early grave. And they will not learn about that. They are fighting over it now. Wige that spent all his money on it. Where's Wige now? Wige too in his early grave. Why can't you talk to your brains? And we are trying to talk to them. They are fighting us. Anyway, pastors are liars. If you like, you listen to what I'm saying. It is up to you. Don't let them rule your life. Don't let them rule your destiny. And that man that left me a message, maybe this will touch your heart to let you know you don't have to go to any church to know God for yourself. I've been there. I know how much of my money in their hands. Anyway, so they will tell you what to do. They will rule your life. They will rule your destiny. They will even control your children. They control the parents. Now they are still controlling their children, the generation to come. So what to do with your money? Even when to travel. Oyedepo will tell you want to travel. That NHS wife will say they have to go to Oyedepo for Oyedepo to lay hands on them before they can travel. Can you imagine? They will first of all travel from Abuja to Lagos for Oyedepo to pray for them to travel to wherever they want to travel to. Manipulation here and there. And their own members are doing the same with them. This Wigwe now that passed on with his children. There's no way he will not inform Adeboye that he was going on that journey. There's no way. They tell them. That's what they do. That's why they are giving them billion. They think they can pay billion to secure their life, their destiny. It's all lies. It's all deception. Your entire existence is subject to the whims, caprice, and manipulations of just one man, all in the name of God said. God told me to tell you. That's why I booted out that liar, that one that is collecting Ibrahimic offering here and there. People have to give him money because his son gave him money, Abrahamic offering. So that's why they gave him visa to Canada. Canada visa, everybody is obtaining like a water. All these lies, cheap lies everywhere. And the same man is telling people now not to use their medication. And last year, he nearly died. He looks like a skeleton before they rush him to the hospital. Help him to come to the UK to get treatment. And the same man now is telling people not to use their medication. That's how they are controlling people's lives, people's destiny, and people allow them. So the first one was on the wall of my UK chairman, Michael Adeosun. And it only proves one thing. Nigerians are so religious because poverty has been weaponized by the elites. If you see the prayer requests of most Nigerians, you realize that what they need is actually good governance, functional institutions, and a system that works. In conclusion, these words and thoughts are my own, and it's something that makes me wonder why some people are so religiously volatile but mentally dormant. I'm so perplexed. Me too. Religion is not the problem of the black man. The black man is the problem of religion, because there are many things we could have copied from the white man, but we choose religion and gave it our full concentration, and now we've cooked it until it is overdone. Do you believe everything this man said? That's what I've been telling them. Even people will still come to my comment section to be misleading people. You do not have to go to all these churches, because God is not there. All these men, they are liars. They are liars. They are thieves. They are deceiver. They are not on the Lord's side. God is not in them. Because a person of God will not be lying like this. And you could see through their life. See their life. Zero. And we are telling you to wake up. They will rush here now and started writing rubbish. YouTube does not allow us to express ourselves the way we wanted to express ourselves. But if you go to TikTok, you will see the way they are raining curses on Adeboye, on the generation. They are raining curses on any redeemed members that are still backing these people up. You think the curse will not work? I don't know about that too. Let's see. I will see you all in my next video. Bye for now. Please read all the messages I put out there. The reason why Adeboye have to surrender to the Iluyomades, the secrets and everything. What they don't want you to know. Everything is in some of it, not everything, in this video. Bye for now.